In a peaceful village, there lived a young boy named Arjun. He was known for his brilliance in studies, and his sharp intellect earned him admiration from everyone around him. However, Arjun had one major flaw: he didn't manage his time well. Instead of focusing on his studies, his days were spent playing with friends, gaming on his phone, and chatting about things that didn't matter. His parents tried to explain the importance of time to him, but Arjun couldn't grasp its true value. He always thought, "I have plenty of time, I'll do everything later. For now, I just want to enjoy life." One day, the annual exam results were announced at school. To his shock, Arjun scored much lower than expected, far worse than his previous performance. His teachers, who once praised him, were now disappointed. Even his friends began to distance themselves from him. When Arjun returned home, he saw his parents staring at his report card with sadness and disappointment in their eyes. Arjun felt frustrated and angry with himself, but he didn't know how to break free from his old habits. That night, feeling lost, Arjun went to his grandfather, one of the wisest elders in the village. He shared his worries, saying, "Grandpa, I don't understand why I failed this time. I've always been a good student." His grandfather listened attentively and then smiled. "Arjun," he said, "the issue is not that you aren't intelligent. The real problem is that you've taken time for granted. Time is incredibly precious. If used wisely, it can lead to success, but if wasted, it can pull you down." Arjun, still confused, asked, "But Grandpa, we always have time, don't we? I can always use it later." The grandfather grew serious. "No, son. Time is like the flowing water of a river. Once it passes, it can never return. Let me tell you a story that might help you understand. Long ago, there was a powerful king named Vikram. He had immense wealth, grand palaces, and countless servants. Yet, despite his riches, King Vikram wasted his time on trivial matters. He would wake up late, spend time with his friends, avoid attending court, and postpone important tasks, saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." One day, a wise sage visited the king. The sage said, "Your Majesty, you have everything, but you are squandering your most valuable treasure, time. If you don't use it wisely, one day you will regret it deeply." The king laughed and dismissed the sage's advice, saying, "I have plenty of time. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want." The sage warned him again. "Time is not to be taken lightly. Even the greatest kings can be ruined by wasting it." But the king paid no attention. Years passed and the king grew old. His health declined, his kingdom weakened, and his soldiers began to lose battles. His people lost faith in him. It was then that the king realized how much time he had wasted. He tried to find the sage for advice, but the sage had disappeared. The king regretted his actions, but by then time had already slipped away. His wealth and power couldn't save him. In the end, the king learned that time was the true treasure. Arjun listened quietly, deep in thought. For the first time, he realized how much precious time he had wasted. He turned to his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, can I still change my life by using my time wisely?" His grandfather smiled kindly. "Of course, son. The wheel of time never stops. If you begin using your time wisely from today, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving success. But remember, never postpone anything to tomorrow. Do what you can today." From that day onward, Arjun committed himself to using his time effectively. He created a daily routine and allocated time for everything. He began waking up early, focusing on his studies, and avoiding distractions. Slowly but surely, Arjun started seeing the results of his hard work. In the next exam, he topped his class. As he grew older, Arjun became a successful businessman, known for his discipline and time management. His story became an inspiration to everyone in the village, showing them that using time wisely is the key to success.